Good morning, rise and shine.
Welcome to our show, The Morning Talk.
Oh yes, check your time now, about 9:15. By the way, today is June 3, 2014, and we are your host. My name is Nao, I'm from Okinawa. My name is Ayaka, I'm from Ehime.
My name is Nadumin, I'm from Tokushima.
My name is Shiori, I'm from Kyoto. Today we will talk about interesting topic and we will give you update in same latest news. News 1. ISS Commander Wakata returned to Earth. Zakhtesen, Kazakhstan. Wakata Koichi 15, the first Japanese to command the International Space Station (ISS), returned to Earth on May 14th as the Russian Soyuz capsule made a safe landing at Toppa Field in central Kazakhstan. I was able to complete my assignment because of the teamwork showed by Japan and each of our overseas partners. Wakata commented to reporters at the site following the landing, which took place at 7:58 p.m. Accompanying Wakata on the return to Earth were two other more astronauts, one each from the United States and Russia. After emergency from the capsule, the three were welcomed by and then transformed to special recline chairs. Spasiba, Wakata commented to his supporters, thanking them in Russian. Wakata began his stallion on the ISS on November 7th last year and began serving as its commander on March 9th this year.
Next. Wearing ban or ban for Japan. The International Court of Justice ruling against Japanese wearing may have given the government a convenient political world. The Antarctic program was nearly bankrupt, but if the government had overhunted it on its own, it would have incurred the loss of a strong domestic anti-vermin lobby and could have been criticized for caving in to foreign activities. Now, officials can say the ICJ forced their hand. It seemed to me they were anxious to lose, said Masayuki Komatsu, a former fisheries official known for his battles at the International Wearing Commission to defend Japan's annual hunts. He accused Japanese officials of losing passion and love for wearing and not fighting hard enough in court. In a March 31st ruling, the ICJ in the ordered Japan to stop granting permits for its Antarctic wearing program, which allowed an annual cull of about 1,000 birds. The court, upholding arguments made by Australia, rejected Japan's contention that the program was scientific in nature. Through top officials in Tokyo called the ruling regrettable, they announced within hours that Japan would abide by it. A day later, the officials agency said Japanese wearing fleet would skip the next Antarctic hunt. We didn't go to court in order to lose. A government official close to the case said on a condition of anonymity, but it was obvious that the wearing program had to be changed. In a way, the ruling was an example of Gaiatsu, the external pressure Japan has traditionally used on bringing about change when business interests are strong.
And now we talk about our hobbies. Okay. My hobby is jogging and cycling. I like this activity. How about you? My hobby is drawing picture. In my spare time, I often drawing and painting. It's good time. How about you?
My hobby is drawing pictures and listening to music. I like English songs very much. How about you?
My hobby is practicing magic. I can show you magic. That's all. Thank you. Okay, the next news.
World Cup computer bias appear ahead of Brazil tournament. A bias enabling hackers to take remote control of people's computer is circulating on the internet, disguised as software enabling users to view live World Cup soccer game. It has emerged. One security company said it is a common practice for such bias to appear when major sporting events are held, and it's warning people to be careful about what files they open. Trend Micro Inc., a major information security company, said it was confirmed this month that a file titled JSC Spotlight Brazil World Cup 2014 HD RAR, suggesting a compressed file relating to live broadcast of the upcoming 2014 World Cup in Brazil had been uploaded online. When a user downloads and opens this file, their computer is infected with a virus, enabling the computer to be remotely controlled. If the user stays connected to the internet after their computer is infected, the information shown on their screen can be stolen along with data stored in their computer. Moreover, there is a possibility that a hacker could send email from their computer. The computer is investigating. That is a possibility that a hacker could send email from their computer. The company is investigating how the virus is spreading. A bogus overseas site falsely telling users they can obtain a free serial key that allows them to play FIFA 14, a game sold by Electronic Arts, has also been confirmed online. The game, officially recognized by FIFA, uses real players' name and likenesses. When the user clicks on a certain part of the fake site, not only are they unable to play the game for free, but their computer is infected with adult advertisements that stay on the computer. Trend Micro says that over 105 attempts to access the fake site had been registered among users of its security products as of May 23. The security firm says a similar site claiming to offer live broadcasts earlier appeared during the 2012 London Olympic Games, and the same year a fake site resembling the European Football Championship official site also appeared. Junsuke Sawarame, a senior specialist at Trend Micro, commented, "We've only confirmed the number of cases in which our products have broken access, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. As the tournament approaches and interest increases, there's a possibility that we'll see a large, indefinite number of files being sent out through email." Thank you.
Okay, and now we will talk about this place that want to go. I want to go Australia. I have been to there. No, I want to meet Pai again. How about you?
I want to go to Czech Republic. There is great artwork like animation and marionette and historical building and music, opera, and so on. And I like to drink beer.
I want to go to Canada. Many kind of people live together there. It appeals to me very much. How about you?
For me, I want to go to Britain because I like Harry Potter. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Oh, this is what news. Avocado said stop final publication about the big but in the face of intense international scrutiny of her stem cell research. Haruko Avocado stood by her claim Wednesday that she had discovered so-called stem cells. Appearing at a news conference at an Osaka hotel, accompanied by her lawyers, the 30-year-old researcher at the government-backed Riken Institute denied allegations that she falsified or fabricated data presented in research papers published in the British science journal Nature in Germany. I sincerely apologize for suspicions raised over my research papers and the enormous trouble caused to Riken, co-authors of the papers and many others due to my carelessness, sloppiness and immaturity, she said. I think my mistakes were incredibly immature in the eyes of many researchers, but these mistakes do not affect the conclusions of my paper, and above all, the experiments have been solidly conducted and the data proving stem cells exist. Avocado said she had wanted to answer some of the questions raised by critics at a much earlier timing, including the criticism that no third-party researchers have been able to replicate stem cells. But he was defeated by Riken for making public statements, she said. Avocado expressed confidence that other scientists would succeed in reproducing the cells only if they acquired a little know-how. That's all.
What Japanese attitude or culture you like the most? No.
Japanese culture I like most is Japanese food. It is healthy but very delicious. I like especially tempura and soba and tofu. How about you?
I like Japanese food culture too. Do you know enter the World Heritage Site to Japanese food culture? I'm proud of this news. How about you?
I like origami. It is nice culture in Japan because I often fold it when my friends was in hospital. How about you?
Me? Artsy. I like the most Japanese culture. Yeah. Culture too. I like wagashi. Yeah. It's very beautiful and very delicious. Yeah. That's all for today and see you next episode of the Morning Talk. Goodbye!